Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go. 95-56. Easy.
Defense showing blitz. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Six yards to go here on second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a sideline pass, that's caught by Thomas. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a first carry here for Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Blunt. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Stacy McGee able to drop him for a loss of 4. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
21. Ready. Like 50. Like 56.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ryan Kerrigan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make it 6-0. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a carry for Blunt. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Breeze now to throw. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Cousins now to throw on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up second down. On play action, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Cousins now, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Here we go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got his man on the out route. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Thompson, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Smelter taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Cousins to throw it. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Robinson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Watch it now. Detroit! Good! Let's go! Green, 39! Over! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Hills hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Completes it right side to Doxson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run it again with Kamara. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the run, it's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And Gibbs got it. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Foul blown. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire...